Hello and thanks for joining me for some more of The Last Caretaker, where we are currently at the Lazarus Complex. In the last episode we got ourselves inside and made our way up to the rooftop and restored the existing power. Oh, don't you dare fall in the water. Alright, and today we are going to set up some proper power, because once we get everything up and running in this place, it's going to chug a lot of power. Let's take care of these guys. Alright, let's chuck that shit in there. Let's just charge up this pistol rather, which I didn't have connected to my backpack, so we'll make sure we do that. Connect it up. Alright. So in this box, I have a bunch of parts for some batteries. And if I put all them in my inventory, then I would be encumbered. So I've just shoved them in a box, which this uses your hydraulics skill. How heavy a box you can pick up. I'm not exactly sure on the math on it all. I don't really do math, but anyway, I do have a bunch of other boxes already up on the roof with parts for solar panels, so I decided to craft all the parts off camera just to save time for the video. And I've also spent a bit of time laying out some cable up on the roof. But if this is your first time joining me, there will be a link in the description below for the full playlist of this series. We're going to grab this box and bring it over here. So I've started building a bunch of batteries in here, and I'm just going to put a few more in. So I think I've got about 40. We've got the proximity turned off, so let's turn that on. So if you're unaware of what that does, it makes it so that when you are building or crafting things, if the proximity is turned off, it won't take anything out of that. And I had that turned off while I was just sorting out some bits and pieces and making sure I had enough parts for everything that I wanted to get done. So we're going to shove 1, 2, 3 and 4 here, and that should empty that. Yeah, I do have a good mind to take out these angels. They are starting to annoy the bejesus out of me. They are noisy. But let's plug these in. Alright, let's grab a quick charge there. Let's make sure we are getting the power. And let's connect that up to My rifle. Alright. Let's take these guys out. It's gonna go behind the damn building in the... Alright, let's take this guy. Alright, that's one. Missed him. All right, that's two. Okay, the fourth one. Okay, that's going to be a bit quieter around here. Oops, put that away. Put that away. Alright. We may as well scrounge these guys up. Some pretty decent resources on these guys. This guy. Alright, let's shove this stuff in here. Because I think this box will end up back on the ship later on. Let me see. So there's the third one there. Where's the fourth one? He must be up there. I don't know if these guys despawn after a while. Like if you don't scavenge them. If anybody knows if they despawn or whether they're going to stay there indefinitely until you get them, then let me know in the comments down below. But I'm going to dismantle them straight away anyway, just in case. Because they do have some decent stuff. Alright. And this guy here. It's got some dangly bits. Alright, I wish I'd taken these guys out earlier. Because I spent a couple of hours running around here sorting out all my cables, which I'll show you in a little bit. And all the time these guys were making so much noise that I didn't want to take them out off camera. Alright, put your tool away. So I'll pop in here. So this is where the mains is plugged in. We've got that running up the roof there, so we don't trip over anything. And if we need to use this, we can. I'm just gonna plug in over here somewhere. Did a bit of a quick charge. Top up our health a little bit. Alright. And that cable goes up onto the roof and around. We'll get back to that. Okay. So, now, you can see that building there. I've put a couple of Lumimaxes up there. These are the 3 original solar panels that were here. They're the mid-tier ones. We're going to pull them down. And we're going to probably pull down those wind turbines as well. But we're going to start off over here, where I have a box full of stuff. We're going to take the proximity off of that one. Alright. Now, I want to get up on this roof. And the way I'm going to do that is I've lined up these boxes here. And now, and I can't take full credit for this, I got this idea from a YouTuber called The Gaming Tech. I'll leave a link to his channel down below. But what we're going to do is, let's have a look here. Alright, I'm going to jump up onto this ledge. So now, he didn't use this trick for this particular location, he used it somewhere else. But we're going to build one of these crates and we're going to build it on the wall over here. About there maybe. Wait for that to build. So, yeah, so this idea of building walls on the crates as something to step on. Got this idea from The Gaming Tech. So be sure to check out his channel. We're going to put in another one. Can't quite make it up there. Somebody with better parkour skills than mine could probably make it up there, but I'm just going to pop another one here. It's probably going to be a little dodgy because it's got that lip. We might not quite have room to get on there. There we go. Okay. So, we should be in range of our box of stuff that we've got down there. Now, some cabling down below, down there. Not quite see it. Okay. So, all right. So we're going to build one of these connectors here. About there should do it. Gonna come over in the corner here. And we're going to put a Lumimax up here. And for some weird reason it only likes putting it with the terminal facing in certain directions. So I think we'll put this one about there. I'm going to put one in the middle around here somewhere. Put another one over in this corner. About there should do it. Yeah, I don't want to put one right on this corner because this is where we climb up. It's going to give us a hard time trying to get back up here again. So I'll put it... just back a bit from the edge. In just a little bit. Come on, you want to go green? I know you do. Alright, there will do. And then we'll pop a fifth one in this corner. Now, is that facing me or not? It is. Okay. We will put down another one of these down here. We'll put it back here, I guess. Out there will do. Alright. Put this one in over here. Plug this one in here. Plug this one in here. We'll bring this one over here. Plug that one in there. We're missing one. Alright. Alright, rather than stretch them off, let's just pop another one of these down here. Okay. So plug that in there. Plug that one in there. Plug that in there. And alright, so now what I'm going to do is connect in there and just jump down. And we'll hook into here. Alright. Okay, so what do we got left in here? Enough pieces for another crate if I needed one. I guess I'll leave them up there just in case I need to get back up there again. Alright. So, just grab a quick little recharge here. Okay, so moving on to box number 2, which we have over here. And looks like we have some slime. Probably take care of these guys. I think that's all of them. Okay, so so now this cable that we just hooked into up there comes down here, comes across here and up here and along here, up there. And we have another box over here which has parts for solar panels. So we're going to pop one up here. We'll put it across over onto this side of it. So, I mean, all these buildings and everything, they do cast shadows, and shadows do affect the solar panels. Which is why these ones down here, they are not going to get full sun the full day. So we'll plug this one in here. Alright. Now, let's pop one over. Pop one over here. Now I could put it out on that ledge there. Maybe the height is better. Once again, doesn't like it if the connection is facing in a different direction. Let me see. Okay, so I think we'll put another one here. About there. One about here. And another one in between them over here. So you do want to space them out. If you clump them too close together, then basically they're just kind of competing, because they'll block each other off from the sunlight. But these are way out on the edge of the station, which means when the sun's over this side of the sky, it's going to get coverage. So we'll plug these in. This box is now empty. Let's toss that over there. Okay. And we have some leeches to take care of. just the one. Alright, there's a whole stack up this end. Where'd they go? Alright, so anyway, this cable comes along here. Try not to shoot our solar panels, we don't want to damage them. Okay, so this cable now comes along here. It goes up here. Where we've got these two panels that I put up earlier. It then runs down here and along here, around the corner here. This one goes up here. That's the one that goes into the mains room where the save point is. And the sun's coming up, so we'll turn that off. Alright, yeah, we do have another box of goodies down here. They need to turn on my proximity. Okay, these guys are just going to fry themselves in the sun. Alright. So we're going to pop another one here. Spin it around till it lets me place it. Okay, now that big thing there, those towers, they're going to cast some sorts of shadows. See now, even this block here is casting a shadow. So if we put it here, it's going to get blocked by a shadow. Let's have a look. Alright, so we're going to pop one up here. And that'll cause a shadow in here as well at some point during the day. But we'll get that one plugged in when it finishes. Okay. Back here. Forget to plug that one in. And we'll pop another one about here, I guess. A little bit of distance. I mean, I'm not measuring things out exact, but so 1, 2, 3, and I'll put this one over here. Alright. Let's hook this one up. That one up. hook that one up. Okay. One on the roof is hooked up. So this cable now comes along this way, down here, and just grab that box. Should be empty now. Just toss that over there. So that's going up into our power room, or the main switch. This switch over here. So it continues around. These are the ones that we just built. Continues across down here. Now I did contemplate putting maybe one or two up here. I reckon it'd probably be a pretty good spot. But I think I'm going to have enough. So maybe if I do end up needing any more, I'll put a couple there. But this comes up here. It's just turn on my proximity on that one. Yeah, this thing here, you can see that's casting shadows. Bit of a rooftop here. And so we're going to pop one up here. There ought to do it. And that tower there is also casting shadows. Alright, let's go up this end. I could put some up there, but I can't be bothered. Trying to stack boxes and stuff to get up there. Pop one in the corner there. Pop one over here. Let's pop one here. 1, 2, 3, 5. I guess we'll put it in here. It's probably is going to cop a bit of shade at some point in the day. Let's just grab a box. It's not quite close enough to these others. Bring it up here. You can see the blue sparkles as all the pieces fly out. Oops. Alright, well that is now empty anyway, because all the pieces have come out for these to start building. Let's get them hooked up. So I mean basically what we've done, or what we're doing is basically a circle around the whole rooftop. It's pretty much going to mean that as the sun moves around during the day, there's going to be some coverage pretty much everywhere. Right, let's plug this one over here. Plug it into that one. Plug that one in. Okay. So now this is our main cable that I've got running down here. Runs down here and across to this section. And this is where we have our last box. Alright. So, pretty much the same thing. Pop one in the corner here. One over here. Let's cruise over here. One, two. I think maybe this one about here. It's 3. 4. And 5. I think I can count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. Okay. That hooked up. Hook that one up. That one. And the last one over here. Okay, so following our main cable around, this then comes down here, back along behind here, and back up to where we started. So this was the first slot that we put up. Oops. And then it hooks up here. There's our rooftop ones that we climbed up. And that plugs into here. Which goes around the wall over to our elevator. We'll be running cable down there a bit later. Alright. But what we're going to do now is get rid of these. So let's grab these cables. Now I do have a bunch of parts in here. Proximities on. Well, they're not parts, but just materials. So you do get more stuff from these if they are fixed up when you dismantle them, but we're going to dismantle these. Okay. Pick that stuff up. Fix this one. So these things always need constant maintenance. And I just don't think it's worth having them, to be honest. So as long as we have enough batteries, I think we should be fine with the solar. Yeah, this power plan that I've done is not tested, we'll see how we go. Alright, all of this stuff. Yeah, this box is going to end up back on the ship. Let's grab this cable. Okay. These are the Lumimax. I mean, we could leave them here. I don't think we're going to need them. So we'll take these down. Plug myself in there for a minute. Okay, let's just shove this stuff in here. Don't need this one anymore. Don't need this one anymore. Oops. I can press the right button. Okay. So now we have, the way I've got this cabling set up is so that we don't need to run over any cables. But the main connecting ones are, as much as I can, are pretty much hidden. So let's just check our batteries are doing fine. Right, this is going to come over this way. So what I'll do, I'll collect up all these crates and load them up on the elevator. Yeah, I'll do that off camera and I'll see you in just a moment. Okay, so I've gathered up all my crates and just going to take these downstairs. Now, I don't like leaving crates on elevators. I have left crates, or don't leave anything on elevators for that matter. So I've left stuff on elevators and saved my game and reloaded, and I've lost whole crates of stuff from doing that. But for now, I'm just going to offload these over here. This one has got bits and pieces in it that we're going to need to fix up this machinery. So I'm just going to plonk that in the middle there. The rest of these probably are going to end up back on the ship. Might need one or two down here. Maybe I'll leave one or two down here. But I'll sort them out later. For now, I'm just going to get them off the elevator because we don't want them to despawn. So I don't know if that's happened to anybody else. I've also had the same situation having them on a pallet, and if you save and reload, they get detached from the pallet. And I've had pallets despawn as well. So, alright, all of that stuff is off of there. Okay, let's go back up. So now we are going to run cable down here so that we can power all the stuff down there. grab a quick charge first. Pop that away. Okay, so we're going to grab hold of this. And you can see where it says electric cable in orange there. Not sure if you can read it, but it says 2 meters of 20. So I'm going to go, whoops. We are going to hit E on the down button and we're going to stop it at around 17 or 18. There we go. And we're going to build ourselves a cable connector here. Let's put it up here. Is that too high for me to connect it? Here we go. Alright. Grab it again. Do the same thing. Keeping an eye on that number, and we'll hit the stop button at about 17. That'll do it. And that stopped us just a little bit too far. Alright. Let's go up just a bit. It's too far. Alright, so we've got 19. You know what? That'll be fine. We'll pop one here. I don't think it's exactly straight, but I'm gonna try not to be too OCD about it. Alright, and again, and of course you're going to want to have plenty of cable in your inventory for this. I might have stopped it too late. Yep. That's fine. Alright, that'll do. Pop in another one here. Oh, we're at the bottom anyway, so let's let go of that. Can I reach it from here? I can. Let me see. So from here, alright, pop it up here. Let's see if I can get it hooked up to the top there. May have put that too high for myself. There we go. Alright. Let me see. Alright, so what we're going to do is pop one of these in here. Pop another one on this side. another one over here. Where are we? Sort of under that line. All right. So I'm not the biggest fan of having cables running across the floor, but also not a fan of having them run across a ladder. So I think for this one, I'm going to pop this one. We'll do the angles. Like so. And I'm going to put that one there. Okay, this one. This one down here. This one across here. Don't know what this box is doing. Alright, that should be fine. Let's grab another one of these. I'm going to put it over here. And another one here. I guess we'll shove it there in that corner. Okay. So grab that. Put it up there. Yeah, not to fall down here. Bottom one. Oops. No. That's how I wanted it. Okay, so now those cables are out of the way. We can hook up here if we want to. And we can turn off this switch if we want to isolate these, and plug this one to the scrapper. We can cut the power to both of them with that one switch. I'm not sure there's anything else around here that I want to hook it up to. So we're going to go the other way now. We'll pop that one there. Once again, I'm going to have to go in front of that ladder. Pop this one. All right. So this one can go up there. Put it in there, I guess. That one and hook it into top one. Bring this one down here. Run this one across here. All right. Now I'm gonna pop one here. And here. Here. Put one there. Let me see. Pop one there. Across here. Let's see. All right. I think this one we'll put down low. It's all right. What I'll do, bring it around. All right. No. Back to the first idea. Let's put it down low. This one in here. And in there, we can't actually put one up here. Won't actually let me put any up here. Let me put one there. Let's angle them a little bit. Okay, let's run this cable. So from here, hopefully I've got enough cable on me. I think I started the episode with something like 250 meters of cable. Yeah, that'll do. Okay. And this one is going to have to go across the floor. And I may have put that one too close to the wall. should be fine. All right. Okay. Not really a fan of that. How about we put this one straight? Or do we put it? Yeah. We'll put it straight. Put one there. Let's take that one out. Well, I mean, I suppose I could just put it here. We'll try both and see which one's a bit better. All right, so if I hook this one, I mean, that sort of works. Do that one, it's going to go across there. I mean, we could do that. Only this needs to... This one needs to be plugged in to somewhere. So, how about we do that? This one needs plugging in. All right, that ought to do. And then here, we're going to later on run cable down there. But that is pretty much going to do it for now. So now the game wants us to fix up one of these. And these are the things that really chug power. But they also need other things, such as water. So we're going to work on that in the next episode. So if you did enjoy this video, please leave me a like or a comment down below. If you'd like to see more, please hit the subscribe button. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.